Magandang umaga. Mayad nga agahon. Hope everyone is doing good. Hope everyone is having a good day. Just getting my day started here in Diniwid, Boracay Island in the Philippines. Today, I think it's the June 14th. So this is our 16th day here in Boracay Island. So after today, we have about 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left here in Boracay Island. Been having an amazing time here in Boracay. Dazzle and I, we've been doing a lot of fun things. Pickleball, we've been playing pickleball. We've never played pickleball before, so that's kind of fun for us. I think that's going to be an activity that Dazzle and I will be doing more of. We actually got to play pickleball with we had friends from Florida that came, EJ, Eden, and Sunshine. So we were able to play pickleball with them. It's a cool sport because I've never seen it. I've never seen pickleball before in Calibo, where we live. You know, even in Numancia, in our small town. I know I've never seen anybody play pickleball before. So it's a new thing for us. You know, I wanted to play it before because I saw the court. I saw the court before here in Boracay Island at City Mall. City Mall Boracay has 3 indoor pickleball courts, and so I watched it online. You know, I did a YouTube video. You know, I was like, oh man, this is kind of cool. You know, it's like I used to be a tennis player. You know, I used to play a lot of tennis. So I have a good friend when I lived in San Antonio, Texas, DC. Hey, DC, what's up, DC? Me and him used to play tennis on our lunch hour. You know, we would play tennis, long lunch hour sometimes when we worked together when we were in San Antonio. So I kind of miss tennis, you know, but now with pickleball, it's easier than tennis because you don't exert so much. It's not as strenuous, as tennis. So when we get back to go back to Calibo, for sure I'm gonna research and see if they have pickleball in Calibo. I'll be surprised if they don't, because here in the Philippines they're pretty good. They're pretty good at things like that, copying. If they see something that's a fad, and according to EJ, when I was talking to him, it's like all over Florida, and my sister even in Houston, Texas, she mentioned that they know, they see a lot of pickleball, so that's gonna be fun, a fun activity for Dazzle and I to be doing. Another fun activity for us to be doing together. Tanya, good morning, magandang umaga, mayad nga agahon, Tanya. Glad you can join this morning, my friend. Glad you can join this morning. JB Manalang, good morning, JB, good morning. JB, are there a lot of players? Here in Sydney, it gets packed and very popular. Well, so far, that it's the only court I've seen in our whole province of Aklan. I haven't even seen it played in Calibo. Like I said, I have to look. But over at City Mall Boracay, there was a lot of players. I guess depending on the time of the day and depending on the day of the week. When the first time we went there, the first time we played, we had to wait. Because there's only 3 courts, and but the second time we didn't have to wait. But we went there like at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. So I guess it depends on what time you go, and then of course, their charge here is like 300 pesos per hour. So that's about $5.50 per hour on the use of the court. That's a little bit high. That's a little bit high here in the Philippines. Maybe because it's in City Mall, it's indoor, And that space is a pretty good space that they occupy at the City Mall Boracay. So maybe that's why. I'm sure if they have a pickleball court in Calibo, they won't be able to charge that high. 500 pesos an hour. 300 pesos an hour. That's pretty steep. Here in the Philippines, anyway, that's pretty steep. Because I know the tennis courts in Calibo, they don't charge any. It's like first come first serve. You just put your name on the list. But that court is like the tennis courts in Calibo. It's by the Capitol area. That's the only tennis courts I've seen in Calibo. And I used to play there when Dazzle and I were going to college. It's outdoor, so it's hot. There's, in the Philippines, it's hot during the day. So it's, you got to pick a good time, maybe early in the morning to play tennis. And I used to play tennis at night because they do have lights. They do have lights at the tennis courts in Calibo, and they only had 2 tennis courts that I know of in Calibo, unless they built another one. There's the whole town of Calibo, there's like only 2 tennis courts. Oh, the light just came off. So Dazzle's light here really helping me out, Good investment here that Dazzle got me this light, so it's not so dark, because the lights here on this balcony is on automatic. But I can see how the sport can pick up. I can see how it can be very popular because you don't need much equipment. It's like the paddle. Once you got your own paddle, and then the ball, it's not like a tennis ball. When you play tennis, you smack that ball a few times, it loses its bounce. Well, the pickleball doesn't lose its bounce because it's plastic. It's hard plastic. So I can see how more affordable, and it's easier just because the court is smaller and you don't have to run around so much. But Dazzle, I actually finished editing the video, and I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys like the pickleball, because I was struggling, And the video was like the first time I played anything like strenuous like that. I haven't been doing. I jog. That's about the most strenuous thing I do now. But man, Dazzle had me running around the court. I was like tired. I was like, man, I need water. I was struggling. But I hope you enjoyed the video when it comes out. Dazzle was laughing when I was editing the video, and then she watched it because Dazzle does the thumbnails on the video. So she was watching the video to give her an idea on a thumbnail, and she was like laughing when she was watching it. E-Box PX for Storm. Love pickleball. It's a hybrid between lawn tennis, badminton, and ping pong. Huge advantage if you are a tennis player. Yes. It was easy for me to pick up because I was and then when I studied the rules, I watched the rules, the kitchen, that's kind of cool how they call it the kitchen. And then, the serve where you can't spike the serve, it's like a little, easier serve to do. So fun, very fun. Yeah, like I said, and I played ping pong too. I'm a pretty decent ping pong player, so I know I'm gonna love the game. I know I'm gonna enjoy. Dazzle and I, once we find out if there's a court in Calibo, we'll probably get our own paddle too. Ron Navy, hey, good morning, brother. Good morning. Glad you can make the live stream. Ron. I always remember you, Ron, because when we're on Front Beach, when we're walking, we always pass by the Mandarin Bay. I always remember the time, you invited me to breakfast at the Mandarin Bay, and our time there, and then with your fiance, it's like good times, brother. Magandang araw po. Magandang araw po. Watching all the way Houston, Texas. All right. My sister is in Houston, Texas. we Dazzle and I, we always like video chat or video call my sister. We always have her on speakerphone. So she tells us all about tech, Houston. We know when the weather is, how the weather in Texas, weather in Houston. Here the weather, it turned like I did a video, like the video that came out that I did. Habagat season has started because you could see, man, it's like a lot of rain the past couple of days. Then all of a sudden, yesterday, it was sunny. I mean, it was like hot sunny, And when we were walking on White Beach yesterday, we were sweating. I had my hat. Dazzle was using an umbrella. But it was still high tide. The water at White Beach was like all the way almost to the tree line. But the water was like spectacular, man. I was like, I've never seen that water that blue, that turquoise. I mean, it's just a spectacular day and walking on the White Beach yesterday. Lots of people, lots of people. The sun came back, today, and then today there's no forecast of rain, so more likely will be another sunny day today, and that's just how it is. The month of June, and then pretty much July to December, the weather in Boracay is going to be like that. It's you can go from rain, one day to like all sunshine the next, and there's no weather system in the Philippines, in the Philippine area of responsibility, that storm, tropical depression. It went yesterday to Batanes. Once it hits Batanes, Babuyan Islands in the northern part of Luzon, that's the northernmost tip of Luzon. Usually, like in a few hours, it'll be out of the Philippine area of responsibility. So no more rain, no, like this morning, no rain, no wind. So the minute I'm thinking, the minute the sun comes up today, it's gonna be another sunny day, and it's gonna be beautiful. I already know it's gonna be beautiful. I can't wait to, like, after this live stream, to go to Diniwid Beach. I'm gonna film Diniwid Beach this morning with Chloe, because I know it's gonna be spectacular there this morning. Joseph Septian. All right, I don't know what the sawadika means. I see prayer, so, I don't know what that word means, my friend. Ray, my good friend in Sacramento. What's up, Ray? Hey, man, I saw that you called, man. I'm sorry I missed it, but Dazzle and I was eating dinner. Well, when I'm, and we were eating dinner with our good friend, Gray. This is gonna be his like final day, full day. He's gonna be flying out tomorrow. We're gonna take him to Boracay Airport tomorrow. So the whole day, yes, Dazzle actually woke up early yesterday because we're kind of like this, last couple of days with our good friend, and we wanted to spend like the whole day. I mean, we ate breakfast together, lunch and dinner. It was just a whole day that we spent together. And I'm sure we'll do, like today will be Gray's last full day in Boracay. I'm sure we're gonna do hang out again today before he heads. I think he's headed to Cebu, and then he's gonna head to BGC after here. But we'll see him again because we promised him that we're gonna, once he lives in BGC, that's gonna be I think his home base in the Philippines. We're gonna come visit him in BGC. Right. Most of the people who played tennis are now. But I'm sorry I missed your call, but I texted you back, Ray. Anytime when you call, if I'm available, it's like. But last night, I think when you called, we were at dinner. We were at dinner. But you call me anytime. Call me anytime, Ray. Tennis are now. Yeah, I know. I can see why, man. Because when I'm still recovering from my treatments, tennis. There's no way I can, I don't have the endurance, the strength or endurance for tennis, but I can see I can build up for pickleball, so that's why I said I think that's going to be an activity that Dazzle and I will be doing. Edgar, with the light, you look like Professional news. Oh, thank you, Edgar. I don't know about a professional news reporter, man. But thank you for the compliment. You're so kind. Thank you for uh, the kind words, my friend. And I saw some of the before I went online, I saw comments on the video already, and I have messages on WhatsApp. I just haven't answered them because I got up kind of late today. Usually 4:30 I'm up already. I don't even set an alarm. I'm usually like 4:30. It's the time to get up. But this morning it was like past 5 a.m. already because it was a long day for me yesterday. I think we met our friend Gray at like 9 a.m. From 9 a.m. to like 8 p.m. We were like, walking, going from the restaurant, we were just hanging. We even went swimming. I think that's what really wore me out yesterday because we went swimming yesterday at Seven Stones. He's staying at Seven Stones, so I think that did me in. It's like by the time I got home here, by the time we got to the Airbnb, like at 8, I was like tired. I was like I was falling asleep on the e-trike on the way here, and then when I got here, I was like, I just crashed. And then slept really good. I mean, that's like I was probably asleep by 8:30, and then I didn't wake up till after 5. And then when I woke up, I was like, how when you wake up and you're like, where am I? It's like I wasn't like, and then I looked on my phone. Dang, it's like past 5 already. Let me get ready for the live stream here. Niels Christiansen, hello, Niels. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you for joining the live stream, my friend. So we're gonna have a good weather again in Boracay. So it's like we actually have other friends that are here in Boracay, and I saw they were posting pictures on Facebook, and they were like so happy that the weather because a few days before yesterday, it was just, off and on rain. But yesterday it was like perfect day in Boracay. Nice breeze, got a nice breeze and in White Beach and sunny. So, but it actually, for me, it feels good. For me, it's better actually, I think, than summer. Because sometimes when you're here March, April, and May in Boracay, on White Beach, that's where everybody walks up and down. It's like from end to end, White Beach, the white sand there. You're talking about 4 to 5 kilometers. It's a good distance. If you can imagine 4 to 5 kilometers, if you walk it from end to end, that's a good walk. That's like almost 3 miles. Walking. But during the summer, it just gets so hot here. It's like. You will be sweating during the summer, it's like, but now, during Habagat season, it's breezy. I mean, you can feel the cool breeze, the trees, you can kind of see the coconut trees. It's just a different vibe. And then you don't have the algae, it's like, that's one thing people here, like, that visit Boracay, that they complain about, there's algae. And you can go on White Beach now, and yesterday when we were walking, I did not see algae. But, it could go day to day again. Debris and algae, they could come from somewhere else. Because somebody had mentioned to me, I thought you said there's no algae, and then they came to Boracay, there's algae. Man, I can control I can control the waves. I can control what comes into Boracay. It's like, but I know one thing, the local government, the minute like debris, the minute like wash into the beach area in White Beach, they're on top of it. They got a crew in there early in the morning, like picking up everything and putting it in sacks and getting it out of the White Beach. So it's not like they're just letting it, like letting debris and letting seaweed or whatever on White Beach. I mean, they got an army of people. And if you can imagine 4 or 5 kilometers of beachfront, and it's being cleaned daily. You need a lot of people. You need a lot of people to clean the beach. They even have days when they have like volunteers. They have like schools and different organizations. They go to White Beach and clean the beach, but. They have full-time people that I know that the local government the pace or hired by the local government that cleans the beach. Oh, JB said, I'm a tennis player as well and still prefer it. Yeah, I mean, I could see it, man. It's like I miss playing tennis, but I just don't think I have the endurance anymore. Because after my treatments for cancer, it's like I'm not quite there. All my function seems to be normal, but the endurance part, I just don't have. Like, I get tired easy. I get tired easy. But I'm building it. Slowly building, slowly getting back to how I used to be. Big Daddy, would you rather watch a tree grow or a Negro? Okay, all right, I get the joke. I get the joke, Big Daddy. Niels Christensen, be respectful. Thank you, Niels. Thank you. Ron Navy, was awesome meeting you. I know, man. Very memorable. Very memorable. I was glad that we got to meet each other. I'm glad you reached out, Ron, and I'm glad I know one day you'll come back here again in the Philippines. I mean, your fiance's family is in Rojas City, so I know Boracay will you'll come back here again someday. Lowly Victorio. Hello, Gino and Dazzle. San Diego's. All right, San Diego, California. I've been to San Diego many times because, I used to live in Los Angeles County. I went to Long Beach Wilson High School is where I graduated. And we would, San Diego is an easy drive from Long Beach. uh, go. And then when I was in the military, even my first assignment was at George Air Force Base in Victorville, and I used to drive this van. I worked at the hospital, and part of my job was like um, George during that time was a good sized hospital, not a big hospital, but we lacked the specialties. So I would drive people on this, and that was one of my first jobs in the military. That's why it's memorable. I was like 17 years old. They had me driving this. I think it was like 14 or 15 passenger van. The Air Force dark blue van has Air Force in it on the van, and I would drive that van, and we would take patients of ours, like outpatient patients. They weren't like I didn't have. They would have appointments over at Balboa Navy Hospital in San Diego because they have more specialties there. And I would drive that van from Victorville to Balboa. We would leave early. We would leave like at 6 a.m. and we would be I would get them there to Balboa, and then I had to park the van in the hospital. They were all the retirees, dependents, active duty. Sometimes they would go to their appointment, and I would sit there. But usually I would have time because I would look at their appointments, and if they're not all at the same time, if I had like 4 hours before I have to pick them up at that Balboa, I would drive the van. I would go to the beach. I would go to the beach. I would go to like I remember a Taco Bell. I would go to Taco Bell, any fast food, and then I would eat. But of course I had to be in uniform because it's an official duty for me. But I had fun. I had fun. I did that for like my first year in the military. That was my job. Once a week, I had to drive patients. Once a week, I had to drive patients to Balboa. So I know about San Diego. I'm sure it's changed now. This was back in 1984. So I'm sure San Diego is like a lot different now. But I remember, I mean, San Diego's beautiful. San Diego's beautiful. Marcus, good morning, my friend in Germany. Good morning, Marcus. Glad you can join us. Glad you can join us, Marcus. Tanya, Sawadikap means hello. Oh, Thai, Sawadikap. All right, Thai. I'm glad you said that, Tanya, because I don't see many Thai, from Thailand people that watching the channel. So thank you. I'm glad, because I've never heard that before. I've been to Thailand, but it's been a while. It's been a while since the last time. I've made a couple of trips in Thailand. The last time I was in Thailand, I think 2012. So it's been 13 years the last time I went to Thailand. It's easy to go to Thailand from the Philippines. It's one of the places where a lot of foreigners here on tourist visa. They call a visa run. A lot of people do their visa run to Thailand because it's such an easy flight. And then there's direct flights. I know from Iloilo City, if I go from Iloilo City to Bangkok, it's a direct flight. I don't have to change to another airport. I always like when I had to fly to like Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia. I don't like having to fly to Cebu or having to fly to Manila to catch it, or Angeles City to catch another flight. I always try to get the direct flights, a lot easier. I'm not, I used to travel a lot, like the first few years I was here, I was traveling Southeast Asia, but I'm not big on, it's like, my friend and I, Gray, we were talking about it yesterday. For me, I think traveling overseas, it's not one of those things that, I do it more because I wanted to do it for Dazzle so I can show Dazzle. Like, I would love to like take Dazzle to Japan because I lived in Japan for 4 years. I would like Dazzle to experience that, but Dazzle doesn't like to fly, so she hates flying. So for me, if it was just me wanting to travel the world, I've done enough traveling. I was in the military. I was in the United States Air Force for 20 years. I've spent many times on an airplane, both civilian airplane and military aircraft. So it's not gonna hurt my feelings if I don't have to fly again. It really doesn't. It really won't, because like I've seen enough of the world, and then I'm getting older now. Not that I'm that old, but I'm gonna be 59 here in about a month and a half. It's just like traveling doesn't excite me anymore. Like people always tell me, when are you coming back to the United States? When are we gonna see you here in the U.S.? And I'm like, I don't look forward to that one day travel. I mean, it's like between the flight time to the United States, between waiting at airports, delay at airports, it takes about a day to fly to California even, and then if I have to go to Texas, that's another flight. It's just, to me, it's just it's not, that's something that doesn't excite me anymore. That's why I haven't been back to the United States, because it's like it's like, for me, I do, my sister and there's some friends that I want to see. But what's been happening is they're the ones that are coming to the Philippines. So I see them anyway. Like my sister in 2023, when I was going through my cancer treatments, she visited me in Iloilo City. And then I know 2026, my sister and my nieces and nephews, they're coming again. They're going to visit me here. So people would rather come to the Philippines anyway, and when they're here, I'm happy to, like, I have the time. I don't, it's like I can show them Panay Island. I can take them to Iloilo here in Boracay, Rojas City, Antique. I can, like, I'm free. I got all the free time. A lot of times I'm thinking, if I visit the United States, most of my relatives or most of my friends that I would visit in the U.S., most of them are working. It's like I don't have a friend. My sister's about the only one that doesn't work. Everybody else works, and I know how life is in America. When they're working, yeah, they'll leave here. They might leave their car even with you, or they might leave their house, but a lot of times you're gonna be, they're busy. Americans are busy, busy earning that paycheck, and I understand. It's like there's a lot of bills in America. So people have to work. Sometimes not just one job. Like I did, even when I was in the military in the U.S. I would always have a part-time job because it wasn't enough. Even when I was in the military, people that serve in the military, and no, we don't make a lot of money, in the military. That's why we end up doing part-time job, in order to, like, live and save in order to save. If you were living on military paycheck alone, man, we were basically paycheck to paycheck. It's hard to save in the military with that small paycheck. I think the reward for us military people that stay 20 years in the military is the pension, because at 20 years we get a lifetime pension. Like me, I've been collecting a military pension from the United States Air Force now for 21 years. It's like I'm still amazed. It's like I start receiving a military pension at 37 years old, and now I'm going 59. It's going to be 22 years that I've been collecting a pension. It's just like unbelievable. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the pension, because yeah, I would have not been able to retire in the Philippines without a pension. There's no way. It's like that's the only reason I'm here. That's the only way. The reason I was able to retire at 45 years old is my military pension. All right. Hey, Joel, my good friends, Joel and Eileen, our good friends in Arizona. All right. Say hi. Yeah, Dazzle. Actually, Dazzle, yesterday I was proud of her because it's like the last 2 days for our friend Gray. He's been here in Boracay 3 weeks. We've been hanging out with Gray for most of those time, but tomorrow, Sundays, when he flies out. So Dazzle wanted to wake up yesterday because, we want to max out our time with Gray, because he's really a good friend. I mean, it's like Gray's so amazing. It's like, so tomorrow, I think the plan is he flies out tomorrow. His flight's at after noontime. So tomorrow, Dazzle will wake up again early tomorrow, and but today she might sleep in, because yesterday was a long day for us. I mean, we met Gray at 9 and we walked. Joel, how it is when you're walking on the White Beach. We started at 9. We ate breakfast and we walked White Beach, shop. Gray was looking for T-shirts, a bag. So we did that till about 3. And then we went swimming. And then we ate dinner. So it was a long day yesterday. Like I said, by the time I got home here to our Airbnb at 8, I was out. I was falling asleep on the e-trike on the way here. But so today I'm gonna let Dazzle sleep in today. So she'll more likely wake up like at 10, and maybe even past 10 a.m. today. Me, after this live stream, I'm gonna walk Chloe to Diniwid Beach, and I'm gonna film. I'm running out of videos, so I gotta start making videos. What I try to do with our videos, I try to get ahead of the videos. Like, I scheduled the videos to, I'm in Las Vegas next week. You should connect. Oh, all right, Las Vegas, Las Vegas. I got a message from for Joel that he's gonna be in Las Vegas. Usually what I do with our videos, I try to get ahead. It's like our videos come out at midnight. Every day now I've been publishing videos at midnight. It's scheduled, so I'm not awake at midnight, like releasing the video at midnight. Some people had said that to me. It's like, dang, Ginno, you're awake at midnight there in the Philippines? I don't. It's scheduled. And usually, like, I would have like 3 or 4 videos made already. That's why, like, usually, like today's Saturday, I would have a video Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, ready to go. It's already uploaded in YouTube. But right now, I think I'm down to 2. I'm done, I kind of like 4 videos is usually my buffer. That way, when I meet people here, when I hang out with people, I'm not pressured to make a video. It's like, I don't want, I never film friends. It's like Grace, a really good friend. I would never ask him to be filmed on YouTube, because to me it might ruin the friendship. I don't want YouTube to affect my friendships with people. Some people will tell me, hey, film me, man. I don't mind getting filmed. I said, and that's cool when they do that. But still, if you notice, I don't do. I think the whole time I've been doing YouTube, 3 years now, I've interviewed one person, Clyde, my brother Clyde was only when we were in Iloilo. So I try not to do that because, I don't want my friends to be exposed to YouTube, because that, it's sometimes, you get people that are not kind on YouTube. Me, I don't mind. It's like, as you can tell, I don't mind because been doing YouTube now for 3 years. You really, nobody, there's nothing people tell me that would hurt my feelings because I don't take it personal. I know there's just people there that are, not nice. And being military background, man, there's nothing people can tell me. Words is not gonna like hurt me. It's like you can I mean, in the military, we get yelled at from the beginning of our service in the military, and then throughout our career, we're used to getting yelled at. Let me put it that way. I'm sure everybody's got my military people. We've all had that first sergeant. And the minute your first sergeant calls you in his office, your butt's gonna get chewed, so, and yelled at and cuss, not the nicest words you're gonna hear, but, at least, I've been through that. So nothing in YouTube would like, but even Dazzle and Leanna, I try to shield them from, that's why if you notice more and more of the videos, it's me that you see now in the videos. I'll include them, if we're eating, if we're walking at the beach or something. But even that, it's like I told Dazzle, I don't want our relationship affected by YouTube. It's like I don't want what we do to become all about YouTube. It's like there's a lot of things that Dazzle and I do, like our alone dinners, things like that. I'm not gonna film that, or there's activities that's Dazzle and I, we just keep to ourselves, because it's like I want to maintain that privacy for Dazzle. I don't want to like everything about YouTube. That's why now I'm gonna start thinking more of topics to discuss on our channel, like people, interests to our subscribers, like maybe cost of living again. Maybe I'll do more cost of living videos. Of course, like retiring here in the Philippines, that's kind of like the essence of our channel. People are always asking me daily, what's the medical care in the Philippines like? What's housing in the Philippines like? Restaurants, everything, So I think I'm going to focus more on that. You'll still see Dazzle and Leanna, but I try to keep them away because I've noticed the more subscribers that we have, unfortunately, the more negative people, the more like they're just going on the channel just to like say negative things, and I don't want to expose Dazzle and Leanna to that. Me, I don't mind. It's like I understand it's part of the YouTube, part of the game. It's like you're gonna get people that try to put you down. My love is pure. Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't get. All right, Bender. All right. Okay, all right. There's like that. There's a guy that's like Bender. He's not the nicest of guy. Praying for you, brother. Hopefully, you can find a life, my brother. Love the mug. All right, JB. Yeah, I had this mug made. It's not for sale or anything. I promised my good friend Gray, this is only gonna be the one of two mugs. I made Dazzle designed the mug, this one and Grace, the two mugs. That way when Gray watches me drinking off the mug, we got that connection. It's like he has one. Yesterday he sent me a video. He was pouring coffee on the same mug. So that's that's gonna be like our fun thing, like every day, to remind us that we're bros, to remind us that we're brothers, we're brothers for life, We might have different mothers, but we're brothers, we're brothers from another mother, man. Mary, hi Ginno, good AM. All right, Mary, all right. Glad to see you on the live stream. Phil Am, hey Phil Am, how you doing? Good morning. I just have to read through now because I'm getting, like I said, that's the thing, it's like with YouTube, I noticed the more subscribers we get, the more people that are not nice, the trolls start coming. But it's part of the. Usually we have HD here. HD is kind of like he puts the hammer on these people, but we don't have a moderator today. If anybody wants to be the moderator, I can make you a moderator. That way you can remove some of these comments. Hello, my brother and friends. Hey, that's my good friend Daniel from Jacksonville, Florida. Hello, my brother. You know you're doing something right? Good when haters. I understand. Thank you. Thank you for saying that, Daniel. And I'll continue because I know I'm doing good. Like people like you, Daniel. I know you guys appreciate it. I know you appreciate that there's somebody here in the Philippines willing to spend their time to guide you to the process of moving here because I get comments, private messages all the time, people thanking me, hey man, I'm glad I found you. And then people that's already here, yesterday, Ivan, his wife, he's got 2 kids, they just moved to Iloilo City. I get a message from him and saying, hey man, just want to say thank you, thanks for the help. To me, that's enough. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me from keep doing our channel because I know I'm hitting more people as far as positivity. All right, Joel, right there. Joel said no need to read. Yeah, I know now, because we got like people, Joel, we got people that's like not making. So I'm reading it first before speaking it. That make sure that I'm not voicing like. I know I can figure it out. It doesn't affect me. Like it doesn't affect me when I see people like that. It's all good. I mean, they're helping me because they're online. It's another person that's online on the algorithm. Yeah, seeing messages now on my messenger. It pops up on the phone, and I have another phone here. So it helps me navigate this live stream. Good morning, Sir Ginno. Does your TRICARE overseas cover dental? I have, my TRICARE doesn't cover dental. I have not heard of a dental program covered by TRICARE. Most of us here, as far as dental, we pay out of pocket because dental, unless you're getting major thing done to you, dental, it's affordable in the Philippines, so a lot of it we just do. I have not heard of any like supplemental program or even here in the Philippines like a dental program that you can purchase insurance wise. Even most Filipinos just pay cash for dental services here. Me and Dazzle the same. Hate flying. Oh man, I know, right? I actually don't hate flying, Ron, but I don't like it either. Because like usually when you fly, it's the delays. And then now, like the checking in the luggage, it's just it's a tedious process. And here in the Philippines, they always have that, they call it one time, they call it lag bala. It's like I guess a scam at the airport, so, and I haven't flown in a while, so, but you see people in the Philippines, like their luggage, even hand carry, they're wrapping it in like plastic wrap so nobody can open their luggage or put something in their luggage because, there's that thing, things like that to me, it just discourages me from flying. And then, just the delays or losing your luggage, too many things can go wrong when you fly, it's stressful it's stressful. That's why for me, unless I really have to, it's like if I have a choice, like even when we visit our friend Gray in BGC, Dazzle and I might take the ferry. I know it's a 12-hour ferry from Caticlan to Batangas, and then we're gonna have to ride a bus from Batangas to Manila, but we might ride the ferry just because it's a slow ride. It's relaxing. They got restaurants at the boat. We might even do that instead of flying. And I know I can make a trip out of it as far as like filming. I know there's a lot of interest of people like understanding how the ferry system here goes. And like I said, Dazzle hates flying. If I told Dazzle, hey, we'll take a long ferry instead of 1 hour flight, she's all about, hey, let's get the ferry. I know Dazzle will tell me that. All right, I just want to make sure I don't miss anything here. It's scrolled down, so there must be more comments, the more comments. Marcus, okay, tomorrow I will ride my mountain bike because here starts today our summer. Oh, nice, nice. Man, I used to own a mountain bike. I gave my mountain bike to Dazzle's younger brother, Miko, because I gave up mountain bike when I hit around 55 years old. About 4 years ago, I gave up mountain biking because like I just don't want to take chances anymore. It's like I've never had surgery on my knees, on my legs. I've always been, no surgery done. And the last thing I need is like to have a bike accident on a mountain bike. So I gave up mountain biking. And now, I don't think I have the endurance anyway to do mountain bike. But I have talked to Dazzle, someday if we do move here to Boracay someday, maybe 3 years from now when I get my Social Security, I see a lot of those two-wheel mountain bike here with the electric, with the to help you, on the hills here. I wouldn't mind owning one of that. I mean, I see them here zipping by. It's like you can pedal them and then you can use electric. It's got like a lithium battery on the frame. I wouldn't mind owning one of those. Those would be kind of cool. And then I know like at Nucos, someday, it's if we ever move to that area, Nucos, Boracay, in that community, there's not a lot of traffic. You can ride your bicycle up and down those hills. So I know that's kind of like on my radar of something future to do. We're gonna spend another month here. We're gonna come back to our house in Numancia 6 months, and then 6 months from now, we're gonna rent this Airbnb again for 1 month. We're gonna do that 6 months at our house, and then 30 days here in Boracay. Dazzle and I are realizing that we need our time. We need Dazzle and I our time alone because. I think that's why we enjoyed so much. Like we got married in 2016, and after Dazzle and I got married from 2016, Leanna didn't come to us, didn't live with us till like the last 2 years. So the first 7 years of our marriage, it's just been Dazzle and I. So we've always done stuff like this. We've gone to Luzon for 30 days. We've gone to like Bacolod and Dumaguete on, we're traveling on our car, it's like, because we didn't have any responsibility, we're always able to do what we want. But we don't regret taking in Leanna because, we love her and we want her to have a good future. But now that mom is also living with us, Leanna's in good hands. Mom's gonna take good care of Leanna. So they're having fun at the house. We're like video calling them before almost every night before we go to bed, and they're laughing. They're watching Korean drama together, Chinese drama. So now we're in a situation where we can do this. We can do this like 30-day vacation for just Dazzle and I here in Boracay. And I think we'll keep doing that because it's fun for us, It's almost, this trip is almost kind of like a second honeymoon for us because we're able to try different restaurants on White Beach that we haven't eaten, like Muchos, that Latin American food, Hakata, the new Japanese food. We have Valhalla, the Greek food. We can't do that in Calibo where we live because like there's no restaurants like that in Calibo. All the nice restaurants, international restaurants, they're here in Boracay Island. A friend of mine told me, well, it's, we ate at the Greek restaurant and we posted pictures. Well, that's not really Greek food. It's Greek Filipino style, but it's the closest that we can, like, for me, the whole time I've been here in the Philippines, when it comes to international food, like say Italian food, Greek food, Mexican food, you're never gonna get like the same thing that I used to eat in America. it's kind of like there. It's always a twist. There's always like the Filipino version of it. I'll give you a good example. Uh, Hakata, great restaurant, good food. I mean, I ordered ramen and the pork tonkatsu on top, perfect. The mushroom, the I think it's shiitake mushroom, the miso soup, the egg. I mean, it's like almost the same ramen that I used to eat when I lived in Japan. But you get down to the noodles, I'm like, it was off. I was like, it did feel the same. And the noodles they use is like a pasta noodle, almost like spaghetti noodle. So it kind of ruined it. I mean, it was still a good ramen. I still enjoyed it because the miso, everything on it was so perfect. But it was kind of like, that was odd because like, why would you put like spaghetti noodles on a ramen? Because there are ramen noodles, but it is what it is. And that's the thing when you eat like international food here in the Philippines, there's the ingredients are not gonna all be there. Like if you eat at a Mexican restaurant here, a lot of times if you like that cilantro taste, cilantro is rare here in the Philippines. So no matter what they do with the Mexican food, if it's missing that key ingredient, it's not gonna taste the same. Sometimes they'll miss jalapeno. They won't have jalapenos. They'll replace it with like a Filipino chili. So your salsa, your pico de gallo, it's not gonna be quite there, but it is what it is. They're doing their best. They're doing the best to imitate that international food. So I'm not mad at them. That's why, because to me it's still okay, just because when you haven't eaten good Mexican food, or you haven't eaten that Indian food, you haven't eaten it in a long time. It might be like, if you eat in the US, it might be like in the US it might be a 6 or a 5 on the scale, but you feel like you're eating a 7 or a 8, because you haven't eaten it in so long. It's in 2 hours. CSEC watch. Oh, all right, man. Congratulations, Vegasville Gambles. Congratulations. God bless your family, man. Pray, hopefully everything. I'm sure everything will be fine. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's awesome. You're watching from the hospital. That's so cool. That's so cool, man. JB Manalang, all the best, Big. All right, all the best for sure, for sure. That is so awesome. Hi, Gino. Magandang umaga, balikbayan guy. Mayad nga agahon in Aklanon. Kumusta? Mabuti ako, kaibigan. Maraming salamat for asking me. Thank you so much. Good to see you. All right, man. See, that's the thing. We might get trolls, we might get that, but man, there's just so many people that are positive people. It's like, that's why the trolls, the negativity never bother me. Even like on the comments, when they put negative, I never delete them. I just keep the negative comment, whatever comment, I give them a thumbs up on the comment, because that way it clears my queue. Because on YouTube, like on the Dazzle TV YouTube, on our page, the one I see, if you comment and I don't answer it with a comment, it stays on my it stays on my list of like not replied. But I always want to reply at everything. That's why I check it. So I'll just give it a thumbs up in the comment section, and it'll clear it. It'll clear it on my list of that I didn't reply. But Dazzle, she's caught a few comments that I don't see on the Dazzle TV page, because Dazzle's got her own account, like her Dazzle personal account, and she would say, babe, you haven't answered this comment. And I'm looking, babe, I've answered all the comments. Sometimes YouTube messes up. There's things that happen on YouTube that's like that it's a glitch on the system. But never think that I don't answer comments. I answer all comments. I don't delete comments unless it's vulgar, unless it's somebody just being vulgar with the comments that I would delete, because I don't want anybody else reading that. Marcus, you missed to ride with your bike around Boracay. Yes, I missed that. But first 18 months here, Marcus, and back then the roads here in Boracay, now, I mean, all the roads are cemented pretty much on main road. I mean, you can go from Cagban Port, Barangay Manokmano, Ambulong area, I mean, it's all cemented now. And when I came here in 2011, a lot of the roads here wasn't cemented. A lot of the roads were like bumpy. Like during the rainy season, you got big potholes. You know, there's areas here. But for mountain bikers like us, I know we love that. We love the challenge. We love like I remember going to Iligan Beach. There used to be a hill there, and it would be muddy, dirt and rocks. And when it rains, it's like you could see water coming down and mud. You know, that was fun. You know, it's like I know you know what I mean. You know, that's like it's a challenge getting up there and then like sliding down. You know, zooming past. I mean, it was awesome. And then even Mount Luho. Man, Mount Luho is a good climb here in Boracay. And I'm sure you've been to Boracay. I know Marcus, you came here to Boracay. Mount Luho is like a challenge to climb on a mountain bike. And I didn't have the mountain bike that I bought. It's not like the American mountain bikes that I used to have, that aluminum frame. You know, it's like it was like a cheap mountain bike that I bought here, and I paid like $300. You know, I'm sure it was only worth like half of that, but you know, it's on the island. It was easy. I mean, it was steel. That mountain bike was steel because it was heavy. You know, it's the heaviest mountain bike I've ever owned. And the suspension wasn't the best, but for me, I just needed transportation in Boracay when I lived here. And it was awesome. I mean, it's like my legs was like, that's why my legs are always like, Dazzle always tells me I got like Manny Pacquiao legs, you know, it's like I got big calves and I got like big thighs, you know, from all my cycling, because also used to ride road bikes when I was in Arizona. Biking was a big part of my life, you know, running and biking was a big part of my life. But again, you know, I had to give it up because like, I've had too many close calls here in the Philippines. I'm thankful I never got into an accident, because here, when you ride your mountain bike here, like even mountain area, even like on paved roads, man, dogs will shoot out of nowhere. You know, it's like tricycles will make a U-turn or like block you from, you know, you get an intersection, they'll just come out of nowhere, motorbikes. So challenging to ride a mountain bike here. And then, you know, my reflexes aren't the same anymore. Not like I used to be. I was like, man, I was fearless on a mountain bike and fearless on a road bike. But, you know, part of aging, you know, part of getting older, you know, you get nervous. You know, it's not, you know, you're not as adventurous as before. But I love it, man. Even now, I'm jealous when I see people riding their bicycles here in Boracay. I do get jealous. And then I'm seeing like the guys now with the mountain bike that's got the electric power with it, because I know so many hills here in Boracay. So I know they use that electric power to climb up the hill. So and then zooming past, you know, downhill. You know, that'd be awesome. But you know, someday if we do move to Boracay, New Coast, I'll probably get a bicycle just to ride around Boracay, New Coast, because it's safe there. Not many vehicles on Boracay, New Coast. I know I can ride a bike there. I know I can bike inside New Coast. Do you know if boy or girl? Congrats, boy or girl? All right, girl. All right, congratulations. Show Dazzle all the seafood and Wagyu beef they offer in Japan, and she might want to take the chance. Take the chance. You know, Dazzle's not big on steak. I mean, she's never eaten steak, if you can believe that, Daniel. Dazzle has never eaten steak because she's afraid of steak, because like you know how juicy steak is, and it looks like it's got a little bit of blood. Dazzle don't like eating anything with blood in it. You know, it's like she thinks it's not cooked. You know, so, but I know Wagyu beef, I know that's like, I actually haven't had Wagyu beef in so long. The last time I ate Wagyu beef was when I was in Japan. I know they're here. I know they're here in the Philippines, but I just stopped eating steak. I stopped eating, because the beef that we buy here, you know, it's the beef in the Philippines, the local beef, it's tough. Man, that meat is tough, you know. So usually when I buy meat here in the market, even at Save More Grocery in the Philippines, I like cook it in a slow cooker to tenderize it. I cook it like 4 or 6 hours to tenderize beef here because beef is tough in the Philippines. It's like unless you buy like imported beef from Australia, I heard that's a good beef, but you know we're on a low budget. We're like low budget, so we buy the local beef and just slow cook the heck out of it to tenderize it. Japan is great. It's only a short flight. Yes, yes, and more people from the Philippines are actually able to fly to Japan now because the yen is not as strong as it used to be. It's dropped in value. When I lived in Japan, the yen was like $1 was like 90 yen, and I know now $1 is like over 150 yen. So, Japan has gotten cheaper because of the dollar value. Sleeping pill on the plane. Sleeping pill. Bro. Good morning. Good morning, Shane. Good morning. My good friend Shane. How's those Easter eggers, man? When do I get one? Hey Shane, I'm gonna have Dazzle design a cup, because I promised my friend Gray that this is gonna be one of two cup. Me and him are the only ones, but I'm gonna have Dazzle design a cup with like maybe a map of like Aklan province, maybe a Boracay design, and I'm gonna have her put something like "Welcome to the Philippines" or "Welcome to Panay Island" or "Welcome," something like that. And I would hand you one, Shane, when you come here. No cost. I'm never gonna do like selling the cup because I want it to be more personal. I'll buy the cup for people that come visit me here, and you'll one of them, Shane. When we meet each other, I will hand you your own cup. Might even put your name on it. That way it's personalized. But I would never. To me, it's like it's not important to make money. We're happy with the income that we generate from YouTube, so it's like merch. Having merch is not a big thing. I rather give something personal to like subscribers that has cared for Dazzle and I, have shown the love, and I want to show the love back. So don't worry, you're gonna have your own cup, Shane, when I meet you. Are you from? No, I'm not from Mexico, brother. I'm a Filipino American. It's like I'm dual citizen. I'm a citizen of the Philippines and I'm a citizen of the United States. I'm a United States Air Force retired, 20 years active duty. I served the United States for 20 years active duty. Sergeant, you really enjoy watching your older vlogs Oh, I'm glad, man. They're all there, man. It's like, I looked the other day, we have like over 900 videos now on YouTube. So we love watching the old vlogs too, because it's like when we started, you could tell like the difference, like the 3 years, our first initial videos are kind of like slow going. I'm still not. I wasn't used to like speaking. It's like I wasn't used to like vlogging. But now I think I got a good handle on it. It's like easier for me to do. Even the editing. Dazzle and I used to struggle with editing videos. Took us like a couple of hours to edit a video before. Now we can edit a video in like less than 1 hour. It doesn't take us long to edit videos. And now Dazzle's getting good at the thumbnails. She's loving like making the thumbnails. Some of the negative comments like we saw is from bots. Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know that. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Tanya. I didn't know about bots, man. And that's not cool how they have that, man. Good morning from Iloilo City, native of Auntie. All right, Wonder Lala. All right, Iloilo City. We're gonna be in Iloilo City. Like after we're done with Boracay, a friend of ours, Steve, he's gonna take Dazzle and I. He said he wanted to. He hasn't really ventured in. He's been to Iloilo City, but he don't know a lot about Iloilo City, and he wanted to check like the medical situation in Iloilo City. So I was gonna take him to Medical City Iloilo, show them different parts of Iloilo City, and he said, "Man, I'll get you guys a hotel room," and so we're gonna go with them. I'll drive our car, so they don't have to take a bus. So Steve doesn't have to take a bus. So we'll be there. We'll be there in July. As soon as we leave Boracay, we're gonna be there. Oh, HD. I see HD is online now because he deleted here. HD is putting the hammer on people now. My partner and I love your morning walks. Oh, thank you, Wonderlal. After this video, I'm gonna walk Chloe to the beach here in Diniwid, and I'm gonna film. I haven't been able to walk the beach like the past couple of days because it's been raining and it's high tide. I can't even go to like usually here in Diniwid Beach, from the beach that we're staying at here. There's a path. It's kind of tricky path, I think I showed it on one of the videos. And then you can make it to White Beach. But because of Habagat, the waves are higher. It's not even passable. I have to swim to White Beach. I'm not gonna do that because I couldn't do filming and swimming. So I haven't been able to walk White Beach from here. So even today, I'm not sure if that path is passable, if it's high tide still, but I'll be able to film at least Diniwid Beach. I'll walk to that area to see if I can cross over to White Beach. Hey, Mr. God. All right. Greetings, my friend. I know I see you in James and Karen's Adventure. I know you're one of the moderators there. Thank you for joining the live stream here. Tanya, since your channel has a membership, you can choose to have the videos with Leanna to be viewed by members only to filter out. Oh, okay, good idea, man. I didn't realize. Good thing. I might have to do that. Do that, Tanya. Bring it on. Oh, thank you. All right, I'll have to figure out how to add you as a moderator. Let me see if I can figure this. I've done it before, but it's been HD is our only moderator on our channel. So, Darren too. But he's been busy. Darren's been busy, and I understand. I think I just have to press your comment, and I think add as moderator right there. Add as moderator. Matt can manage block words, change chat modes in live. I'll put can manage block words. All right, I'll put managing moderator. So I think I did it. It's now a managing moderator for your channel. All right, I think I did it, man. I'm not technical. With YouTube there. Thank you so much. In His service, God is second. Thank you so much. You look like one. I don't know who one is. I don't know who one is, man. All right. Thank you so much. And I don't expect you guys, like, even with HD, even for you, sir. I don't expect you to guys to be always online or always help me. But when you're available, it is much appreciated if you're available. Oh, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, all right. Oh, thank you so much. You are too kind. Thank you so much. God bless you, man. Appreciate it. Edgar, you're military, so you need special forces to force feed the flashbang grenade. No more trolls. Hey, it is what it is, Edgar. It's part of I guess it's part of YouTube, man. You can't avoid, there's just people that, and then the bots. Now, I didn't know they had bots even. They have robots. Man, come on now. There's enough stuff in the world. Now we got to worry about bots, Mustang, hey, my good friend David in Canada. Hey, David, I haven't been able to chat with you. We've been busy, man. We've been busy here in Boracay. with our friend, and also with Dazzle. It's like I'm making sure Dazzle has a good time here in Boracay. So we haven't, usually David and I will share videos. We have time to chat. It's like, but we'll get back to that, David. My friend actually, he leaves tomorrow. So after that, I'll have more time. I'll have more time to like check on people, chat with people. It's like I just wanted to be focused with my friend because it might be a while till I see him again. And we haven't seen him in like 2 years when he came here to Boracay. So we both Dazzle and I were eager to like really hang out with him. You're having a one heck of great time and you're happy. I am. I mean, this is probably the most fun that both Dazzle and I have had here in Boracay, and it's our happy place, like I've mentioned many times. But we're just having a blast. I mean, we're doing everything, and then to have one of our closest friend, Gray, here to be able to share that time with him, it's been amazing. It's been amazing. We're nonstop laughing. We're like laughing all the time. Gray's one of my military. His military. So I like it when us military guys when we hang out because we can harass each other. There's no words that can offend us. We're always giving, needling each other, like giving each other a hard time. It's just good for fun laughs. Makes the time. Great to see me, old mucker. Thank you, me, old mucker. It's like we're having an amazing time. As you can see, you can tell. It's like. Ooh, all right. I don't want to do that. Okay, saving for your medical dental care should be part of your experience. Emergency, correct. Yep. I'm glad you mentioned that, Daniel. It's like. I always tell people that I always have an emergency fund here. It's like ever since I got here. If you don't have it, make sure when you come to the Philippines on whatever pension you're going, you need to put away some part, even $200 a month or something. Put it away on an emergency fund because you just never know. It's like we get older, we're gonna need more medical care. So having that emergency fund makes for a more fun retirement because you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. Even if you have to fly back to the U.S., or fly to Guam because Guam they have Medicare in Guam. So. You need that fund. You need that money here, especially in the Philippines, man. If you seek medical care in the Philippines, it's on a cash basis. They want cash. You're not. They have a law here that they're supposed to treat you, but it's kind of like the same law in the U.S. Like, I'm familiar with medical law, and in the U.S. we have EMTALA law, and in the U.S. Everybody has to get medical care in an emergency room. You can't deny people. It's pretty much the same here, but they'll stabilize you. Once you're stable, they can release you. They don't have an obligation to like admit you and spend money on you. Same thing here in the Philippines. Once they feel like you're stable, and that could be different interpretation of like being stable, they can just let you go if you can't pay. Brother G, all right, Aspire. I am in the Monterey. All right, hey, brother C. When I saw Brother G, I know that's my brother C, man. All right, thank you, brother C. I'm glad. I'm glad you're. I've been doing this with coffee thing, morning coffee with Ginno every morning while we're here in Diniwid, because Dazzle's still asleep. It gives me something to do from like, usually I've been starting at 5:30 in the morning, and then once I'm done, I'll walk Chloe on the beach. So it's been like my routine here in Diniwid here in Boracay, and I'm having fun with it. Seems like people are having fun with it. It's like we're getting more and more participation on the live stream, and really appreciate it. Really appreciate everyone. And Brother C, my Brother C is gonna be heading back to the Philippines soon, man. Safe travels, Brother C. Can't wait to see you again. I'm glad Brother C and I, we actually met each other in Iloilo City. There's videos, he allowed me to film him in Iloilo City. The only one that actually, you're the only one, Brother C, that I've ever interviewed in our channel because Brother C is one of the kindest people I know, good person, it's like a man of God, man of God. So it's like, appreciate you, Brother C. Clyde, all right, all right. I know it was you, man. I know it was you. The minute you said, uh, uh, Brother G, I know it was you, brother. Vegas will. All right. Hey, all right, all right. Hey, Janet. All right, everybody. I'm glad everybody knows each other. Again, from James and Karen Adventures channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet to James and Karen's Adventure, you need to. They got an awesome channel. And then I saw that James just got the new mobile Starlink, so that's gonna allow him to do live streams anywhere, pretty much anywhere. I mean, he's still testing it. He's still testing it, but he'll be able to do live stream from all over Aklan, all over the Philippines, basically, when he starts traveling. So make sure if you haven't subscribed, or check out the channel, James and Karen's Adventure. They're awesome people. You're gonna love their channel. They got a fun channel because they're living like the what I consider real provincial life. They got livestock, they got pigs, they got chickens. It's fun. Their channel is fun, and they're good, great people. I was glad to what Dazzle and I attended their wedding. We were very happy that we got to see that in person, because you can just see the love between them. Good people. They're great together. Your furry videos are very interesting, and love to see more ferry. Oh, okay. See. I mean, Daniel. So if we take the ferry again, Daniel, and more likely we will, because I know Dazzle doesn't want to fly even to Manila. So, and it was fun. I enjoyed that, actually. We actually had a cabin, our own cabin, kind of like, it almost felt like we were in a cruise, in a low budget cruise, because we had our own room. It had like that little porthole where you could see the water. That was our first time experience when we had our own bathroom. They had free breakfast for us on a separate room, like a VIP room. I was like, not bad. And I think at the time, it was less than $100. It was like 5,000 pesos is all, we pay. So less than $100 for your own private. It felt like a hotel, private cabin with breakfast. And on the upper deck, they had like live music. Some guy was playing acoustic music. You can drink beer if you want to drink beer. You can watch your open air, so you can watch like the sunset. So I wouldn't mind doing that again. Like I said, if you like the ferry, man, I'm glad you said that, Daniel, because we'll do it. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. It's been a while, because that was 2022 was the long ferry, the 12. We did take a ferry when we were in Cebu, and then we went to Bacolod, but just the fast craft, like the 2-hour, 4-hour ferry. That 12-hour ferry from Caticlan to Batangas. That's a good experience, because the boat doesn't go fast. You can go on the top deck. You can feel the wind. You can watch the ocean. It's like, I know Dazzle will do that. We have a Dyson rechargeable vacuum. I just noticed the battery is, oh wow, made in the Philippines. Hey, they need to make more stuff here in the Philippines. I always wondered about that, where I know in Laguna is kind of like the part of the Philippines here that's like kind of like the manufacturing. I guess they have a tax break for companies to go there. I know there's a bunch of factories in Laguna. I know they're assembling different things like battery, cars, even they're assembling cars there. And in the future, I think that's the goal. That's the goal that I know the Philippines is in talks with other nations regarding providing them a good tax shelter here, build their factories here in the Philippines, because you got labor here in the Philippines, at a decent cost if you're a company. So I'm sure more and more things will be made in the Philippines. Vegas will. Lord, the casino, man, the casino got you. Oh man, I love I love the casinos in Vegas. When I lived in Tucson, Arizona, an annual trip. I would do an annual trip with my friends, so military friends. That we would get together. Vegas is one of those places where we would have a reunion. My military buddies in the U.S. and everybody would fly to Vegas and meet up there. When I lived in Tucson, I could drive. I could drive to. It was a long drive, but I could drive to Vegas from. I remember that drive going up Phoenix and then going up. Williams, Arizona, I think, and then crossing over to that. I'm trying to that dam, the Hoover Dam. I think it's Hoover Dam. Going through that and then going into Vegas, and then I would meet my military buddies in Las Vegas. It would be like a fun weekend. Usually, we would meet up there. Everybody gets there like Friday evening, and then by Sunday we're all headed back to where we came from, especially on a long weekend. So I know all about Vegas. Man, Vegas is just fun. It's a good place to go and just there's so much to do. There's so much to do in Vegas. I'm not much of a gambler. I mean, I'm not my place some slot machines, but for me, Vegas, what makes it fun is that the restaurants, just walking on the strip, walking up with all the lights. I remember those like crosswalk along the road. It's like you see cars and you can walk. I mean, it's just a good vibe. Good vibe in Vegas. Sergeant A, all right, Sergeant A. Mustang. Emily wants you to send her a mug. Hey, I don't think this mug. That's a reason why the mug. I don't think you'll make it there because the handle on the mugs. These things are flimsy. I mean, I really have to pack it in bubble wrap or some. But when you guys come back to the Philippines, David, when you come back here to Emily, I'll have a cup for Emily, and I'm sure you'll be back in Balete. I'm sure you guys will be back in Balete one day. On your vacation, I'll get you each a cup. I'll make a special Balete cup I'll have Dazzle design your own Balete Aklan cup with Dazzle TV on it. Because it's easy for Dazzle to design a cup and then I can print the cup. I can get the cup, I can get it printed on a cup here for here in Boracay, of course, they charge me 200 pesos for this cup. But I know in Calibo, I can get this cup for 150. So it's not a lot of money for me to do that for our good subscribers that meet us. It's a gift that I would be more than happy to give to people because I know when you watch us for so long, it'll mean something to you when you take it back home and have it. Oh, I got this cup from Ginno and Dazzle. I'm glad that Gray was the first one. I'm glad it gave me an idea to do that. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, it's like that hurts when you lose money in Vegas, man. It seems like the house always wins in Las Vegas, and big, it sure was. Chicago sluts are, oh yeah, Chicago sluts. I've never played that Chicago sluts. I don't, but I have played some slot machine. Not a lot, but I have played it. But I don't know what Chicago's like. That must be a new thing. That must be a new thing. HD, all right, HD. Hello, HD. I saw you earlier. You're blocking people or putting the hammer. You're putting the hammer on people, HD. In the house. HD is in the house. Hey, HD, good you're here. Troll alert, troll alert. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. It's the troll alert. Welcome HD. Hello, my friend. All right, balik bayan guy. I'll fill in only if you are not here. Only then. Got enough. Oh, I know, man. I don't even HD. I know you guys got a lot on your plate. I know. I don't expect. I'm just happy if you guys are here. If not, I understand, man. Everybody, but everybody's busy, man. In timeout. That's funny, man. You place the person in timeout. Just like a little kid. I'm placing you in timeout, man. Hey, brother. All right. I'm passing through. God bless. God bless. God bless you, my friend. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you. Balikbayan guy. Thank you. All right, all right. Uh, it was good for a few days without it. Like, all right, thank you, Daniel. Oh, please, fuck. All right, thank you, Daniel. But I'm seriously ill. Oh man, I just want to be judged. I know, man. I've been there, man. You know, it's like that's part of the reason. You know, like I've always said. You know, it's like for the rest of my life. You know, I'm again. I just want to do good and be good. You know, because like you said, we're all gonna be judged by God at one point, man. So I just want to be in a good position when I'm judged. Southern Cal. I like cilantro. However, it does smell like. That's funny. That's funny. I do like it. You know, like on. It adds another kick to like a pico de gallo or something. It adds something. Oh, okay, all right, all right. Yeah, our channel is named Dazzle TV because of my wife. That's how we named the channel from the beginning. So I didn't want to change the channel. Sometimes Dazzle still joins me on the live stream, but most of the time now I'm the one doing the live stream. All right, you're coming back for a treat for real, for real. Hey, man. I know, man. You know, I know the trolls. I know the. All right, all right. Hey, that's good. I learned many years ago, little things, traits tell you a lot about the big things in life and people. Yeah, yeah. Good message there. Good message there, Daniel. Can you still ride a bike around your subdivision? Yes, I did a video. I rode Dazzle. You know, she's got that foldable bike with the small wheels. I actually made a video of it. I think the name of the video was like Camellia Clan. I rode the entire subdivision, showing like the different streets, like the big houses, the townhouses, the our house, the single lot house. So I circled around the subdivision, so I could do that. And I can ride, man. I can ride forever still. I just don't have the speed, and slowly getting there. I know I'm slowly building my endurance. So that's why I know, like, since I'll keep doing that when we're at our subdivision, I'll keep riding. Dazzle and I, we always walk at sunset together, at least an hour at sunset, and then I'll still do the bicycle. And then I know someday here, I can see myself if we decide to live at Boracay, Nucos, I can get a mountain bike and ride around in that community because it's hardly any e-trikes there. Nothing, it's safe. It's safe to ride a bicycle, and in our subdivision, it's safe. That's why I don't mind riding Dazzle's because Dazzle's little bike is like foldable, and I can raise the seat. I can raise the handlebar, so it's perfect. It's perfect. Futurama character. Oh, Futurama. I've heard of Futurama HD, but I have never watched Futurama. I've never watched it. Balik. Namaste. Namaste, brother. Ano ba? Want you? Oh, God bless, man. I understand, man. I understand about being diagnosed. I was diagnosed with cancer Valentine's Day 2023. So I'm just living my life, man. It's like, I'm cancer free right now. On the June 26th, I'll be cancer free for 2 years. But I know cancer can come back anytime. So it's like, that's why I'm just trying to live, enjoy my life, live day to day, be thankful for each day, and do good and be good. So hopefully it adds more years to my life, man. Marcus. All right. Every day is a gift. I live. That's why every morning you guys can tell when I wake up, man. I wake up with like gusto. I wake up with energy. I don't wake up like, oh, another day. It's like I'm like, when I open my eyes in the morning, I'm like, man, I'm so happy. I'm still here. It's like I'm still here. I'm so grateful for each day. That I think when you go through some kind of life-threatening event in your life, it changes you forever. Like me, when I went through my chemo treatments and my radiation treatments, I was even talking to Gray yesterday. We were sitting by the beach. We were having pizza. And I was like, I never thought I could do this again. It's like when I was going to treatments, I was bedridden. I was like struggling. And to be able to just sit there with my good friend Gray, with Dazzle, watching the ocean, it's like, those moments you treasure, and those moments you're blessed because I was given a second chance in life. It's like, I don't take any day now for granted. That's why, I just want to live my best life. I just want to enjoy each day. Hey, Marcus. Hey, all right. Balik, I got news last Wednesday. I'm on borrowed time. Really got decided. Oh, hey, man. Prayers go out to you, my friend. I'd be thinking about praying for you. The value in Japanese. Moving the decimal, for example, 100 yen is one. Oh, okay, all right. That's a good trick. That's a good trick, HD. Have you seen the new RV style trikes? They are space age trikes. New RV. The only ones I've seen are the e-trikes here, Daniel. I mean, they're good size. I mean, these e-trikes, the ones here in Boracay are different sizes. There's like a small size e-trike and a big size e-trike. I like them, man. They even like have those solar panels on top. I mean, they're pretty cool. I'm glad they have those e-trikes here in Boracay. Peanut Butter Travels, all right, you made it. Thank you for making the live stream. I'm glad you made it. God said, where two or more pray, I am in the midst. So when I can pray for me, some. Yes, don't worry. I will be included in that, praying for you, my friend. It's like, I always pray for all the good people in my life. I always pray that nothing happens to them. If they're going through stuff, I always like pray that everything works out. Balikbayan. Amen to that. Amen. In Chicago. All right. Wow, Chicago. What do you use for editing? Dazzle and I, we both edit the videos from the beginning. Ever since, we've only used Shotcut. It's like a free app. And we've gotten pretty good at it. So it's like, I know there's probably better apps out there, newer apps that you pay and stuff. But it's hard to learn the app. It's hard to learn to editing. Like Dazzle was the first one actually that learned the app. You use Shotcut. And she taught me, she just learns better than me, because, she's younger. She's got her mind's sharper. So even on the phone, on the iPhone technology, Dazzle picks it up pretty fast, and then I let her do her thing. She does the thumbnails, and then she teaches me. But we split time on editing the videos. But we use Shotcut, SHOTCUT, Shotcut. 2D Shane, well, I'm down for that. Sip cup. All right. Hey, man, don't worry. I got a cup for you, Shane. When you come here, when you see me, I'll have that ready for you. The chicks are fabulous. Getting about time to move them outdoors. Oh, nice. So they're getting bigger. All I hear is beep, 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 beep. That's fun, man. That's fun. CapCut. It's Shotcut HD. I think sometimes Dazzle uses CapCut on her phone for the shorts, but she hasn't done any shorts lately. But for when we edit on our laptop, we use Shotcut. The shortcut is free. I think there, if you pay, there's additional features, but we've always gotten by with the free app. We didn't have to go pay for any subscription. Shane, all right, HD, all right, HD. All right, all right. Yes, yes, I see in his. All right. Feeling okay. Just a bit busy these couple of days, helping mom pack stuff to send. Oh, nice, nice. My sister actually was packing. She sent Dazzle a balikbayan box. So Dazzle's excited to get a balikbayan box from Houston. My sister was like, we were chatting on the phone with my sister the other day, and she was saying she finished packing, had the balikbayan sent already. So it's all going to be a surprise. We'll do an unboxing for sure when Dazzle gets the balikbayan box. Vegas, Volcano HD. All right. Praying for you, Janet. Okay, now I know it's Janet. I know it's Janet. Because I only see the handle on YouTube, but now I know it's we're praying for Janet. Many places in Japan allow you to cook your wagyu to your liking. Wagyu is very fatty, not bloody at all. All right, all right. Okay, good to know, Daniel. Nelson, I've not had wagyu in so long. I'm sure I had it when I lived in Japan, but I've heard they have it here in the Philippines, but I've not had it. I've not had it here in the Philippines yet. A wagyu dinner. All right, I'll tell her that. I'll tell her that, Daniel, that you'll buy her a wagyu dinner. Yes, is a moderator. Janet's a moderator here. I love super chat. My faith strong in God. All right, Janet. I know now. I know. I thought and most of the people are on my channel. Most are male, but now I know Janet. That's your name. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, slow day here for me, but got the garage painted with primer and garden. Oh, that sounds like a busy day, man. You guys, Shane, you looks like you're busy, man. You look like you're busy. Oh, thank you, Janet. That's what I'm all about. Even if you meet me in person, I'm a positive person. I'm thankful for my life. I'm thankful that I'm still around. I survived cancer treatment, so it's like every day is just a blessing for me at this point. Unused coffee mugs. I don't drink coffee. 3 per month here until I'm 83. I'm 70. USA just. Oh, that's unfortunate. Janet. I'm hearing about stuff like that from some of our subscribers in the U.S. I think that's why a lot are moving to the Philippines. A lot of people that I help move to the Philippines, they just want a more peaceful life. Is what the common theme that I hear from people is they just want a more peaceful life, and they see that here in the Philippines, and it's a more peaceful life here. When foreigners, expats move to the Philippines, they can find peace here. I mean, there's also places that that could stress you here in the Philippines, but most of the time, like the people that I've seen that's moved here to the Philippines, when they pick a location, especially if they live in the province, very peaceful in the provinces in the Philippines. Most of your if you go to BGC, IT Park in Cebu, if that's the kind of lifestyle, that to me is a little bit more stressful, a little bit similar to life in the US. But if you select the provinces, the province life, it's just more relaxing. you're more in touch with nature living in the province. People are like laid back, got that island vibe. They're not into material things. When you live in the cities, Manila or Cebu City, materialism, those kind of things, it's just part of living in the city, I think. It's like most of the people, they want to have nice clothes, nice cars, nice motorbikes. In the province, it's more relaxed, it's not, most people, they're just happy they're living a simple life. Only if we can. There are some stuff I wish I could teleport to the Philippines. I know, right? I know, HD. That blue mug, sign of great. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Dazzle designed this cup. One of two cups. One of two cups. I got it for my friend Gray. That way, when he has a cup, he's drinking it from that cup, he'll remember me, and then when I see it sit on the live stream, he knows I'm thinking about him. Do the big yes, the bigger hospitals do take credit card here, Daniel. I know at Medical City Iloilo they take credit card. The smaller hospitals are the ones that you gotta watch. Don't assume that they will take credit cards. Like I know when I had my radiation treatments at Medicus Cancer Institute in Iloilo City, they didn't take credit cards. Not that I have one. I no longer have a credit card. I had one American credit card. I got rid of it. I had one Filipino credit card with PNB. I got rid of it. I just don't trust the credit card system anymore. Too many credit cards, your number getting stolen, people charging on your card. So for over a year now, I don't have a single credit card. I'm able to get by without a credit card. I use Gcash. I have a debit card where the debit card, I can limit the amount on that account. So if I have 20,000 pesos, if I lose that, it's $350. At least nobody can charge like $10,000 on a credit card, because that happens. Even here in the Philippines, that happens. You got to be really careful with using credit card in the Philippines, because your number here can get stolen, or I don't know how they do it, how they steal your credit card, but next thing you know, you got all kinds of charges on your credit card. That's why I don't believe in credit cards anymore, just because of the fact that they can charge stuff they're not authorized. I don't know how they get the number, but it happens. I see it all the time on Facebook here. We had a friend. She works online. She gets paid because on her credit card, and she got charged like over $5,000 on her credit card, and she don't even make that much money working online here in the Philippines. She's one of those virtual assistant. She has companies abroad that she's the virtual assistant. So she had a credit card, so those virtual companies can pay her on the credit card, but somehow somebody got a hold of her credit card and charged over $5,000. I was like, man, I know that. And here in the Philippines, it's not like in the US where when you call them, they can block it. They'll believe you more that it wasn't you charging. Here in the Philippines, if you have a Philippine credit card account here in the Philippines, a Philippine credit card, man, it's gonna take a lot of convincing that it's not you that charge it. They're gonna be like, it's gonna be a big hassle going through like it's just that it's harder. It's harder to get the charges taken off, those illegal charges on your credit card here. Dalagang Filipina. Hello, hello, hi, hello. Had you had Wagyu beef? It is good and juicy. HD is asking, but me, I'm sure I've had Wagyu beef, but it's been so long. It was in Japan. I was in Japan from year 2000 to 2004. I'm sure I've tried it, because when I was in Japan, I would try anything in Japan, because it's an experience you want. And I knew I like that in Japan. I like that yakiniku. That yakiniku where you cook your own stuff. They had like seafood, scallops, beef, pork, and they cook it on the grill. They cook it. They call it yakiniku barbecue. I love eating that. I love eating that in Japan. I had Wagyu first time in Japan about 8 years ago. It was a one-time thing, and it was a very $400. Maybe that's why I haven't eaten Wagyu again. HD, that's a lot of money. That's expensive. I remember I had yakiniku barbecue in Japan, and then the teppanyaki, where the guy like kind of like Benihana in the U.S. I ate on one of those too when lived in Japan. Just melted in my mouth. It was served with real wasabi. Ooh, wasabi! I love wasabi, man. On my sushi. I was going to check at Whole Foods here. I'll pass, but love your love your culinary palate. All right, all right. Oh, wasabi, my favorite, my favorite. Yeah, I love wasabi and the light soy sauce. Dip your sushi in there, man. I love that. Love that. Hi, oh, hey, Rabbit Farmer. Hey, Rabbit. I'm at work about to clock in. Oh, about to clock in. All right. Hey, man. Hopefully, not many more years left for you to clock in, man. I know. I know you're looking forward to a retirement in the Philippines, my brother. Work smart and not hard. All right. All right. Yeah, exactly. Have a good evening. All right. Janet, I think you might have eaten radish used for wasabi. The wasabi prepared in front of you, not the paste. A bit spicy without doing much to your sinuses. I like that. I like that ginger too. That ginger, like that pinkish colored ginger. I like that. I like adding that to sushi, dipping it on that wasabi with soy sauce. That's kind of my thing when I eat sushi. HD, there are a number of places in Tokyo that has A5. Ooh, there's a rating for 80 to 8. Ooh, man, that's still. I know Japan can be expensive. I know Japan can be expensive. Serve raw and pick the cut you want and cook it at your table, your own grill. Oh yeah, yeah. I love, and here in the Philippines, what's more popular here is samgyeopsal, the Korean barbecue. That's very. I mean, you cannot go anywhere now even here in Aklan, even in our small town of Numancia, we got that place called Peace Tea. Peace Tea is like they always like make these funny names, but there's samgyeopsal here everywhere. You imagine small little town of ours in Numancia even got samgyeopsal, or the Korean barbecue, all you can eat. Where you grill, yeah, pork, chicken, and then you have the lettuce, you have kimchi, you have the banchan. Very popular in Philippines. I think it's more popular than yakiniku barbecue, like the Japan or Wagyu, because it's more affordable. Most Filipinos can afford samgyeopsal here, because I've seen samgyeopsal as low as like 299 pesos, all you can eat. That's like, less than $6 for all you can eat samgyeopsal. So very popular with Filipinos. I ate the Japanese only here. It was a green paste here. All right. Hey, Lucita. Mainer, my good friend from Maine. All right. I'm glad you can make the live stream. Glad you can make the live stream, my friend. Ginno, we appreciate you understanding how hard we work as moderators and hey man, I know it's not easy, man. It's like that's why I appreciate you, Janet, now, and then HD, man. HD's been he's been my only moderator in my channel. Darren at one time, but Darren's busy, and that's why I know it's like I don't expect any, I know people are busy. We have all our own lives. So when you guys are helping me out on our channel, it's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing. I've learned now that when HD is not around and I can see like the comments, I don't read the comments. I kind of scroll. I make sure that it's not, like vulgar, nothing. So I don't have to read it. I've learned. I've made my mistakes before that I read like bad mess because but now I watch it. I watch it also. It always makes me smile in the service means I serve God. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm a girl. My name is Janet. All right. Daniel, the one I ate in Japan was A5 with certificate. Wow, it comes with a certificate? Wow, it must be really, it was cooked in front of me. And I have a, oh, nice, nice. At least you had a video of it, man. And at 400, man, I would video, I would too, man. At that price, man, it better be memorable. It better be the best beef I've ever eaten in my life at that price, man. Hey, Jimbo. Hey, man. I got the emails from your the two. I have two videos of yours that I have to watch on my email, on my Yahoo email. I've just been busy, man. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it. I'll watch it after this live stream, after I walk Chloe, because I've just been busy. Our friend Gray here is in Boracay, so we're entertaining and make sure he's having fun here in Boracay. And then Dazzle, of course, they're the priority. I know, man. But I've seen a couple of the videos now. But I have two. I gotta watch you and Jen. You and Jen. Jimbo and Jen. They're like my friends. They're vacationing right now in Japan. His first trip to Japan. So I know you guys are having an amazing time. Right there, getting ready. The bullet train, hey, that's my Shinkansen. Shinkansen was what they call that. You know, it's like I rode that. I rode the bullet train a few times when I was in Japan. That's an awesome experience. Awesome experience. And the food in Japan is just amazing. And then just the whole vibe, you know. Japan just feel, you know, I've traveled, you know, of course, in the military, I got to travel different parts of the world, but Japan just feels different, you know. People are so polite. People are so disciplined, organized. It's amazing how Tokyo is so many people, but people are, you know, are organized. You know, it's not like chaos. You know, it's not like people bumping into each other. Everybody's like respectful of space and all that. But I got two of your videos I gotta watch, Jimbo. Since Dazzle's sleeping anyway, still, you know, after this live stream, I'll just walk Chloe to the beach, and after that, I can watch your video. But thank you for sharing those videos. I love watching anything Japan because brings me back, you know, brings me back to Japan. I lived there from 2000 to 2004. That was the place where I retired from the military. So Japan will always have a special place in my heart because like that was like a fun place, a good experience for me. Many Japanese restaurants use the radish substitute for wasabi. Wasabi needs specific conditions to grow. Oh, rare. All right. Man, I didn't know that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, HD. Jimbo, good morning. Safe passage. All right. Safe travels, Jimbo. Safe travels. Not genuine. All right. Yo, Tim C. Yo, good morning. My good friend, Tim C. in Las Vegas. Glad you made it, Tim C. It was not just a Wagyu. It was a full course meal. Sort of things check off. Yeah, I could see that, man. HD. What a bucket list item. Wagyu beef. Yes, each day is a day the Lord has made. We are rejoiced. Amen, Janet. You know, I agree completely. Lucky to be here. I'm blessed. I know I'm blessed, man. Like just blessed to be here on earth every day, waking up, Janet. I'm thankful, very grateful for my life. They're living their best life. I say, I'm living my blessed life. Oh, amen, Shane, amen. The real stuff. Hey, RG in the house. RG, I'm glad you made it on the live stream, RG. 2D, hello, Shane, 2D, Shane. I'm out, or I'll see you over at James if they are feeling better. I hope so. Much love. All right. Thank you so much, Janet. And thank you for taking on the responsibility as backup to HD as far as a moderator. Thank you so much, Janet. Thank you. Wasabi is very different. It's worth trying out. So yeah, I bet HD here in the Philippines. We probably don't get the real wasabi here. I'm sure, man. Philippines, they try to imitate anything international food, anything Japanese. So I'm sure. Like I said, man, I ate a ramen and they put like spaghetti noodles on my ramen. That was just like not a, not that was. I was like, what? They ruined the ramen by adding spaghetti noodles on it. God bless. God bless everyone. God bless Janet. God bless. Janet, sending my prayers. See you again. All right. Hope to see you here. All right. HD, thank you so much. I'm going to end it here soon anyway. I'm getting near the 2-hour mark, HD. Have a good day in church, man. And prayers to you, Janet. Thoughts and prayers going your way, Janet. Yes. I'm always open. Like, people want to meet me. I'm always like open for people to meet me. Hello, I'm back. Niels Christian, I'm back. Only way, StreamYard. I'm thankful. All right. I agree. My wife and are in. I love it there. All right, Pangasinan. I've made it to Pangasinan. Dazzle too. We on our road trip in Luzon, we were able to make it in Pangasinan. I see here. The super thanks. I know it, but I'm not sure who it is because it's a little picture. I don't want to mess it up, so I'm trying to get to it that way. I want to make sure I thank the correct person. In service, blood thinners. Okay, Dagupan. I've been there. We go to it's small compared to us, but they take credit. Oh, good that they take credit cards. Okay. Yeah, HD. I know that's why I don't have credit cards anymore because that worries me. Worries me that people will charge stuff on your credit card. A lot of my Asian. Oh, cool. You can and should set a limit charge on your credit, and you're not will be responsible for it. Stick with neighbor. Yeah, but I just got rid of the credit cards, man, just because I just don't trust the whole credit card system anymore. I've seen too many people that get charges on their account, so it's like last thing I need is somebody like me owing money because some other person. Lots of wagyu, wagyu outside of Japan. All right. There it is. Balikbayan. Oh, thank you so much, Balikbayan. Oh man, that's such a. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh man, that's like, thank you, my friend. That's such a blessing for us. For sure. I'm taking Dazzle out to dinner for sure. Thank you so much. God bless, my friend. Thank you. That's why I wanted to scroll down. I want to, make sure I thank the right person. It's like I didn't want to make a mistake. So, thank you so much, Balikbayan guy. We're gonna enjoy dinner for sure here in Boracay Island. Are not pure. They're usually mixed. Another breed. Oh, another breed. Thanks so much for your support. Thank you. Thanks, HD. Thank you. Michael Manalastas. Good morning, brother, for Northern California. 2 more weeks and I'll be in the All right. Hey, let me know, man. Contact me when you make it here to the Philippines. Make sure you contact me. Any questions you have about the Philippines, all my contact information, all our videos have my contact information, my email, my WhatsApp, my Messenger. Now make sure you contact me, especially if you're headed to Boracay. Make sure you contact me. I can at least give you advice, any questions you have here, visa question, tourist visa, balikbayan privilege, LTO, getting driver's license, getting housing, renting, you know. I've been helping many people now for the past 3 years on our channel, so I've got pretty good handle on how things work here in the Philippines. Thank you again, Balikbayan guy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know. Janet, I know that feeling. You know, that's how I feel. You know, it's like I said, the rest of my life, I've just dedicated myself to do good and be good. You know, it's like the more people I help, the more people I touch. You know, it's like that I can assist in any way. You know, it's like that have a positive effect on their life. You know, that's all I want to do from now on. If you're flying out, I can give you some areas to check out in San Francisco. All right, HD's like he's the San Francisco connection, San Francisco connection. I was ordained. Oh, right. I didn't know you're in the ministry. Oh, great. Yes. That's all we can do is like serve other people, help other people. Joe Boyd, hey, good morning from Australia. All right, good morning, Joe. Good morning, Joe Boyd. Down under, from down under. Finland, wow, Finland. I don't see that country on our live stream much. I think this might be the first time. Foxtrot, bravo. Thank you. Thank you for joining the live stream from Finland. Wow. That's always like a treat for me when I see like another country I haven't seen before, you know, on our live stream. That's so awesome. All right, I think I'm gonna end the live stream here. I've reached like the 2 hour mark. Time for Chloe's walk. You know, it's like sunny, so it's like gonna be a good walk on the beach for Chloe this morning. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the live stream this morning. Take care, everyone. Stay blessed, everyone. Take care.